Okay, so many of you have been asking that I give you guys a tutorial on how to draw people. This is very not planned. I've been waiting for a good time for ages, basically procrastinating it. So I'm just gonna start it now. So to start off with the head, I like to just draw a simple circle. As in simple, I just draw many circles on top of each other like so. I don't know why I'm using pen, but yeah. I like to draw a line that goes down through the center of the circle and one line that goes across, which will be our eye line. From this eye line, I like to draw the jaw shape, which is like two lines going down slightly and then coming to meet together in the middle, like so. Then from here, I like to draw a long line down. This is going to be our middle line, center line. I'm going to leave a small gap for the neck, but I'm going to move on straight to the torso. Where I'll draw like a trapezium shape, like so. Then I'll draw two lines going outwards and two lines which go back inwards, like so. Then I draw a line to join those together. I then draw two oval shapes for the thighs, like so, here and here. And then I like to move on to the feet. So for the feet, it changes quite a lot, but I like to draw a shape that goes almost round at the start and then slowly slopes down till these points are in line with each other. And I like to draw an almost straight line for the inner calf, which is not very accurate, but that's just how I draw. And I like to do the same for the other side, like so. I struggle with drawing feet, so my solution is just don't draw them. I just leave it like so, and I move on. Then for the arms, I like to draw an almost rectangular shape which goes past the waist, because I always draw my waist extremely short for no reason. Like a rectangular shape, and then another rectangle going outward slightly, almost following the curve of the hips. Then I just draw a quick simple circle shape and maybe a small triangle for the thumb. And then I like to try copy that on the other side. Like so. That gives us everything except the neck. For the neck, I like to draw two lines that go straight down, maybe a bit longer, and then they go out at an angle like so. So they're not completely horizontal, they're not completely vertical, they're like somewhere in the middle. Like so. I drew my neck a bit long, but that's that. If I had a pencil, I would probably erase this part and move the head down closer, so like here, but I'm doing this in pen, so yeah. For the feet, if I have to draw feet, I like to draw like almost two semicircles, or there's a different style which I'll draw here, where I draw the thigh and then almost like a hoof, like so. But that's only if I draw bases to practice poses and whatnot. So yeah, I like to draw a hoof shape for bases, and if I'm going to be drawing clothes, I like to draw it like so. But you can do it however you like. This is just how I draw. For clothing, I normally tend to go with like whatever I first comes to mind, which normally tends to be what I'm wearing. So I'm gonna draw some leggings. I like to make sure that in some areas it goes outwards slightly so that it's not completely tight, especially on the inner thigh, on the inner leg. I just make it really loose because I don't wear extremely tight clothing. I just wear whatever fits me best. Then I would just colour that in. Do some quick shading. Like so. And then for the arms, I'm gonna draw my leopard print turtleneck that I'm currently wearing. So it goes up like so. It goes up to my neck, and then I like to fold it down so it looks like so. I also like to round out the shoulders when drawing clothes because not everyone has square shoulders. Some people I draw might have squarish shoulders, more square than others, but that's because people vary as well. And then I would draw a leopard print, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, I like to draw those two lines if I'm drawing females, or just leave it flat if I'm drawing males. I normally tend to draw more females than males, in case you haven't really noticed, but because I struggle with male hair. Yeah, so then I would draw a leopard print. I draw a leopard print better than this, I just can't be bothered right now. So I'll just draw a few curved marks. In case you want to know how to draw leopard print, I'll just do a small swatch here. So I like to draw different size circles very lightly on my page, like so. Then I'll draw like this almost bubble writing C shape and colour it in, like so. And a small bubble here underneath it, which makes it look like that. For some, I'll just do only the bubble writing C shape and colour that in. And for others, I will do both. So like this one, I might change the shape a bit so it looks almost like a 3 instead of a C, to make the shape almost more unique. Then I like to draw like almost little dots just randomly in between, differently sized, like so. that's how you draw leopard print, or at least how I draw it. Just some random box here, so you can add some detail to it. There we go. And that's what I would do all along the body, making sure that some are half on to the clothing and some are fully on the clothing. Then I like to do some shading, which is just like a couple lines where the light doesn't reach as much. So things like underneath folds, where the neck and the arms are, and the hands. Now for the face, I do many different styles for the face. Most of the time I draw 3 circles because the eyes are 1 eye apart. And then I cannot draw without guidelines. I cannot draw faces without guidelines. I can draw like a singular eye, but you cannot ask me to replicate it because I cannot do that. I might add some eyelashes, but I cannot replicate that on the other side. So what I like to do is I like to draw both of them at the same time. So I'll start with the basic shape of the eye, which is this parallelogram, and then I'll draw it going the opposite way for the other eye, like so. Then I curve it on the inside so it becomes less pointy here, and I do the same on the other side so the inner corner gets rounded. Here I like to curve the outer eye up and make that the eyeshadow almost. So I'll colour in this outer corner so it looks like so. I'll do the same on the other side, so I curve the eye up and colour in the outer corner. Then I draw 2 circles. So I might draw a smaller circle. So let's say I had 2 eyes here. If I wanted to make them look over here, for example, I would draw a tiny circle showing how it goes straight towards the eye, and then I would draw a circle going around that, which would essentially make the eyes look that way. So the pupils stay in the center, but the placement of the actual pupil, so the iris stays in the center, the pupils are the ones that move. They move towards wherever you're looking at. So in this case it's this random fly, and it's very annoyed that there's a fly there. In this case I'm just doing it basic, looking straight forwards, and I draw an oval shape and the bottom of the eyes. I draw a circle using the black pen for the iris, and I like to do some shading at the top so it goes darker, and you just slowly do a gradient, so like it starts dark and then I slowly do it less and less until it gets lighter, like so. The eyes are a bit far up on the head, but that's okay. For the nose, I draw an oval shape and a triangle, almost like a cat. Then I draw two curves following the oval shape, two lines going down in the center, and two longer lines which go up at the top. Then I just do some light shading like so, which leads to the nose. Then for the mouth, I draw a circle, and I use the eyes to guide me here, because I use the corner of the eyes to align the corner of the mouth. So I'll just draw a line down and put two dots where the corners of the mouth would be. I draw a small smiley face in the center and draw two lines going from the dots to the smiley face, which looks a bit like that. Then for the bottom, I'll follow the curve of the circle, and for the top, I'll do a wider smiley face above it, which will then curve round and go down like so. If I want her to smile, I'll make the corners of the mouth go up higher like so, and I'll make sure that the eyebrows are almost softer in a way, which is like a rectangle shape, and then a small triangle pointing down like so. Now I do the same. It should align with the inner corner of the eye. Rectangle, triangle, and some little scribble shadings. Blush, I just draw very few lines like so. And then I like to shade the mouth. I make the top lip darker than the bottom lip, but you just do it how you perceive it. And I like to make this the forehead, so from here to here, that's the forehead. And so I make her head a little bit larger, proceeds to make it twice the size. I like to make it a bit larger, and I like to make hair from this point. I don't really know what hairstyle to do, to be honest. I'll do afro hair, because yeah. So I'll draw little curves for the ears. Should go like this. I'll draw a wavy line, which I thicken over here. Until it looks something like this. For afro hair, I like to draw the basic shape of the hair, and then I like to just draw almost C shapes in the background. So we'll do pom-poms, or space buns as they can be called. Sometimes I'll draw small bangs to go with it, but for afro hair I like to draw baby hairs instead, which are just small hairs which go like so, almost like a vine shape or snake. Like so. For the outside, I'll do C's and little tufts. So I'll do S's, C's, which go like so, and then tufts. SC tufts, FC tufts. Then I'll do some C's and S's inside within the hair. And I'll do some light shading. Like so. And I'll do the same on the other side. Not exactly the same, but similar. Same here. Like so. And then I'll do the same over here. Then I do some shading. Might make it darker in those places as well, just so they stand out. And then I'll do the same here on this side. So yeah, just like so. So I'll skip until I've finished off the hair. Okay, so I've now finished the drawing. So this is how it looks. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Yeah, I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but like, I hope this helped you in some way, or inspired you maybe to keep on drawing. I might add another segment of the thumb like so. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of the day or evening if it's evening for you guys. Yeah, bye.